Hi everyone, it's Patricia from TarantulaHeaven.com. We have Miss Spidey here. She is eating a cockroach and she's having a great time. She was moving around a ton, so I figured I'll make another video that's a little bit long so that you guys can watch her eat lunch, and I'm so proud of her. She was in her log and I didn't think she was gonna go after it, but she came out right away and she is a pro. So anyway, since I would like to make a little bit of a longer video because Spidey's eating, and I'd love for you guys to be able to see her do her happy dance or her eating, or sometimes she'll even web her food up a little bit and then go back and eat it. So I hope she does some of that for you today. I have a really cool announcement, guys, and I'm very, very excited. So we have a new family member. It's not another tarantula. I know I kind of teased that possibility, but the way that it happened is that I actually had a little kitten come into my life instead. Not a baby kitten. She's about 5 months old at the time of this video. And I wanted to talk a little bit about how that came to be, and because a lot of you were really involved in and familiar with my soul cat that passed away last year, Ava, and I was definitely not intending on getting another cat so soon, but it kind of just happened in this like cute magical way. So a lot of you guys have been through my journey of really missing Ava. I've made several videos about her. I will still make videos about her. I'm still kind of like trying to memorialize all the footage I have of her, and after she passed, I talked about it before, I went through a pretty significant period of depression, and it's still hard and it's still really sad. But I started to kind of climb out of it a few months ago, and that was like, with the help of an antidepressant and the help of more therapy, and really trying to process and attending like grief groups for pets, like really trying to help myself. It was really, really hard. But it got a little bit better because a few months later, I found a neighborhood cat who lived up 2 blocks away from me. And she was very, very friendly. She was always outside. She had a home actually, and I knew she had a home because she was always super clean and very, very friendly. Cats that have lived on the streets for a while typically they're not necessarily scared of you, but they're not exactly friendly either. They've kind of been weathered a little bit by the Philadelphia streets. And so she was just so loving, and I used to bring her treats, and especially because it was around spring, summer at that time, she was always outside, and I even saw her owners a few times, and her owners actually kind of got familiar with me because I was always walking by their house every day looking for her. And I used to call her pss, pss, because the thing was, I would go by her house and I would go pss, 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 and she would without fail come, and she would be so cute. I'll actually insert a video here because she's the best.
Hey baby, hello sweetie. Hello, sweetie. Hey. Hello. I missed you so much.
Her owners actually, for whatever reason, they didn't totally want her. They were actually willing to let me have her, but I didn't really feel ready at the time, and I really couldn't at the time. And so everyone on the block knew this cat. Everybody loved her. Her actual real name was Stella. And I was so obsessed. I felt like Ava had sent her to kind of pull me out of the deep funk that I had fallen into. However, and I was a little bit worried because I knew that because she loved being outside, I knew even though she loved that, I knew it was gonna kind of stop in the winter. But something really awful happened. And maybe awful is a bit dramatic, but it was one of my fears in getting really attached to a cat that was so friendly to everybody. So in October, my sister was actually coming to visit me, and I wanted to take her to see Stella and I hadn't seen her for like 2 or 3 days. Not completely unusual. I mean, usually if I didn't see her one day, I might see her the next, but I don't know, I had like a weird feeling in my gut that something was like not correct. So anyway, so I took my sister to go see Stella, and her owner heard me going past the house with my sister, you know, going like looking for Stella, and they came out and they said that she actually hadn't been home in a few days and they think that she was stolen. They said that they saw like a woman coming around with a cat carrier, and for whatever reason they felt like that woman had taken her, whether it was for like, we actually in Philly, because we have such a cat issue and so many stray cats, we have a lot of like trap and release and cat colony type people, and these people are wonderful. They'll trap a cat that's on the street, they will take them to get medical care, they'll take them to get neutered or spayed, and then they'll release them back just so that they can't have kittens on the street, because we have so many cats. And so they thought that had happened. I wasn't sure exactly. It was a very weird thing. It wouldn't have been unusual for somebody to do that, but I was devastated. I had really gotten attached to this cat, and I looked for her every day for at least a month. Like, I was walking outside looking for her. I tried far harder than her owners. I don't even think they tried to find her. I was in Facebook groups in my neighborhood posting about her. I was offering money and making like digital flyers and posting about her on all the different Philadelphia lost animal pages or Pennsylvania lost animal pages. I was so upset. I was like, if I find her, I'm keeping her, because these people don't care nearly as much as I do about her. I just wanted to like know that she was okay. Part of my thought was, well, maybe if somebody trapped and released her, she'll come back home, or maybe if she's lost, she'll eventually find her way home. So I just kept trying to find her. I called like all the vets, all the clinics, all the shelters. I really cared about her like she was my cat, and I think I'm just like a cat lady. I think I really love cats. I get attached very easily. I eventually stopped looking for her on the street because I was like, she's not in the neighborhood anymore. Or at least I didn't think so, because she would have come home. And so I ended up searching the sites every day. So now we're in February and I'm still checking the clinic sites or the lost and found pet sites, the shelter pet websites, and I'm looking for her every day. And then in this February, I found my kitten, and I wasn't looking for her. I was still looking for Stella. I was really hoping that I was gonna find her. But I saw this little kitten, and I saw her picture, and I was like, oh my goodness, she is so cute. Her name was Lucky, and I had no intention of getting a cat, but I looked on her profile, like I clicked her picture, and there were a few pictures of her. And I read her profile, and I just got this feeling in my heart that was like, I need to try to get this cat. It was a feeling that I hadn't had before, and her profile was like so adorable. It talked about how she was a little bit shy and she hissed a lot because she would get a little bit nervous. And she sounded like she had so much personality, and so I fell in love right away. And I didn't think I was gonna get her, actually. I applied to adopt her. And fortunately, she was living with a foster family, probably because she wouldn't have done well at a shelter. She is very sensitive to new surroundings, very like scared at first. And she was actually found as a very, very young kitten, too young, hiding in a car engine because she was trying to stay warm. And so I imagine she was living with her foster family because she would thrive there more until she got adopted versus being in the shelter. And I think I lucked out, because I think that if she had been in the shelter, she would have gotten adopted immediately. It was crazy that nobody had gotten her yet. And So I applied, but I couldn't take her immediately. A few things were going on in my life, and I was like, can you hold her for 2 weeks? And they said, no, we can't hold her, but when you're ready and you can actually take her, you can reapply again. And I was like, damn it. So I knew that someone was gonna get her, but I checked the site every day, and I was in constant contact with these people, just like checking and like, what kind of documents do you need from me, if I can take her when it's time. And they got to know me very well. I'm sure they were probably very tired of me. And the more days that went by, the more I was like, I really am like feeling like this is the right move. I don't know if it was like Ava giving me a sign or whatever, but I was like, And there were like a few other moving pieces. Like I was in the middle of a move, which was part of the reason why I couldn't adopt her flat out, because like I was still very much in like transition. And with adoption places, and it's great that they do this, but they really want you to be settled. They want you to have an address and a lease that says you can have a pet and all that. And I didn't have any of that at the time, so I rushed to get everything in place. Like I ended up moving a little bit earlier than I thought I was going to, and got the pet rental stuff settled out, pet deposit, went back and forth with them. And it was still a thing. Like they were like, well, there's a bunch of other people interested in front of you, so we'll let you know when it's your time. And I was like, so many obstacles. And so I said, prayer or some sort of magic to kind of be like, I hope that she either hisses at everybody else that she meets, or they drop out, or I don't know, they're just not appropriate for her. They were looking for somebody who did not have a chaotic home, because she is very sensitive to change, and she's shy, and she gets stressed. So yes, I did apply again, and I ended up, I think it was like 2 days after or the next day, they put me in contact with her foster mom, because apparently the person in front of me had just kind of ghosted her when he was supposed to meet her. So they dropped out, and then I became next, and I got to meet her. And she was so scared of me, and she was so cute. Like, she was hissing her heart out at me the whole time. She does not like new things at all. But I fell in love. Her foster family was amazing. I was a little bit scared that they were gonna back out, to be honest, because I could tell that they had gotten really attached to her. I think they had her for a few months, and I get it. Like, I couldn't be a foster home for any animal, because I would have a zoo, like I wouldn't be able to let go. And she's a very special girl. She's so cute. Her name is Hiss Hiss because, well, she's been renamed Hiss Hiss. I like the name Lucky, but I've been calling her Lucky Hiss Hiss. I don't know, something, I've always been like weird with names. So I love the name Hiss Hiss though. It's like one of her most endearing qualities, and it just kind of matches her personality. Now that she's comfortable, she was really scared the first few days, hissed a ton, wanted no part of me, but she's so crazy. She's so playful, so energetic. And yeah, so I got to adopt Hiss Hiss, or Lucky, and it all worked out, and I'm really excited to share videos with you guys. It is very different than Ava, because Ava, my last cat, had, she was a super senior. She was 19 and a half years old. She never cared about Spidey, and I was never worried about her with Spidey. I never would leave her alone in the same room with Spidey, or like Spidey would never really be around her. But I didn't have to worry about her jumping on things, getting to Spidey, or really being interested in Spidey, because she was always sleeping and just couldn't jump anymore. But this is different. Hiss Hiss has a lot of energy. She's too curious. So right now I have Spidey in my closet, which always stays closed. It's not the ideal situation. I am working on getting some shelving systems that are like very secure, and Hiss Hiss will not be able to climb or open. So if you guys have suggestions, I would love that because I don't want Spidey in my closet. I want to be able to see her and I want to be able to observe her, and I got Spidey so that I could have her a part of my life. And I need to kid proof the house, and she's crazy. So it's definitely been a learning curve. But right now Spidey is safe and Hiss cannot get to her even if she's in the closet. But I'm definitely looking for a better solution so that it's not like I'm hiding Spidey. But anyway, I'm gonna show you guys a few videos. I'm sure there's gonna be more to come. You guys were so wonderful and gracious when I had Ava, and it almost was like you guys really loved her just as much as I did. And so I'm sure that Hiss is gonna be interrupting my videos too. She doesn't have the diva mentality like the jealous cat had, Ava, but she is still just a kitten, so maybe she'll grow into it. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoy the videos, and I'm really excited to show you my newest little baby. Take care, guys. Have a good Tarantula Tuesday. Bye. Sweetie. No.
No. Ooh. Psst, psst, psst. Hey, sweetie. Yes, yes. Hey, baby. Oh, what are you gonna do? You wanna look outside? Oh. You're so silly. Oh. Stop! No! No. Ooh. Hiss. No. Look at you. Oh my goodness. Ouch. Oh my goodness. Ooh. So cute. Good girl. Very good, Hiss. No. No. Crazy. Ooh. Ready? 1. Thank you. Thank you very much. You're so cute. Oh, you're so sweet. Hello. Oh, look. Cuddles. What are you doing? Yeah. Ready? Oh, you're so cute. Oh my god, that was so cute. What's that? know, you're stuck in the sofa. You did it to yourself. No. Oh my God, you're so crazy.